Well, I tell you, Wilkins better be ready now.
You know,
this time down the floor.
And you just know that Chicago's going to take advantage, are going to take the ball to that big guy. And you just know it.
Cartwright blocked by Doherty. And the aggressiveness has come back now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Inside 3 minutes, Wilkins from the corner. That's a 2. Cleveland by 2, 96-94, 2:48 to go. It is deafening right now. Jordan ducks in, gets it to Grant, blocked by Hot Rod, but Grant reloads it. Even at 96.
Now we anticipated this kind of game. Chicago made the good effort to get back in it. Cleveland has answered it for now.
And the fans are on their feet right now. We have a foul on B.J. Armstrong, reaching out on Brandon. I'll tell you, Brandon has played like a real veteran here tonight. That is a 4th foul on B.J. Armstrong.
Well, it's obvious Lenny Wilkins has a lot of confidence in Terrell Brandon to have him on the floor in place of Mark Price right now. Brandon plays big in these situations.
That was the 14th foul. One more, and Chicago's over the limit. Cleveland already is in the penalty. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Larry Nance, here's Grant knocking it away. It'll give him 10 seconds on the shot clock. 96-96 again. Cleveland trying to keep the season alive. Chicago trying to win their 7th straight playoff game. 9 if you go back to the last 2 games of the championship finals of last season.
Nice job. Nice creating there.
Wilkins, that is a 3. Boy, he's hit baseline shots from both sides.
And that tells you right there why Terrell Brandon's in the game. Watch the penetration here by Terrell Brandon into the paint. Handles the double team very well, just splits him and finds Wilkins.
So Wilkins not only has played well defensively, but he's hit 2 key shots. He's the emotion that the Cavs so desperately need.
Got the call from his brother Dominique after game 1 when Michael got 43. They talked about it, and he has played Michael better since then.
1:40 left. Wilkins trying to stay with Michael. He might have gotten a piece of that. Grant tries to pull it down. Jordan comes up with it, changes the shot, and he's fouled. Larry Nance is over there. Is it going to be on Nance? Let's wait and see. Nope, it's going to be on Brad Doherty. So that's a 5th on Brad.
Larry Nance already playing with 5 personals.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe he had fouled out, but instead now both Doherty and Nance with 5.
Oh, and you saw Grant just push Terrell Brandon out of there. That's the one area probably that having Terrell Brandon in the game right now will not be an asset, and that is if it's a foul situation, it will probably go against Brandon in every case because of his youth.
It's a 1-point game, 99-98. Jordan with 26 points in the ball game.
Good job, Brandon, handling the pressure up the floor.
Stolen by Armstrong. What a big steal that is. Pippen to Jordan. Doherty, that'll be his 6th foul. As he fouls Pippen. And so Doherty is fouled out with now 1:16 left in the game. And possibly played his last seconds of the season.
And what a way to lose Brad Doherty.
He did not score in the 4th quarter, but he had 25 points and 12 rebounds for the game.
And in addition to everything else, he does not prevent the basket from going down.
199, a chance for a 3-point play. Scott Williams coming into the ball game.
And you see the push. Michael makes the basket and just sits. Yes, it's me once again.
Jordan with 28 points, 20 in the 2nd half. And he's hit those free throws down the stretch. And the Cavs have asked for a timeout. They're down by 2. 1:16 left in the season, possibly, for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Bulls 101, the Cavs 99. Cleveland now has one full timeout remaining. The Bulls with 3 plus a 20. And we were just talking a while ago, Brad Daugherty fouling out of the ball game, did not prevent the shot by Jordan, ended up being a three-point play. It's one of those little lapses. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
Yeah, you know, what can you say? I mean, Brad definitely is needed on the floor here for this team. I think he just has to understand the situation. I mean, you have 5. Give up the 2 points and stay on the floor. Instead, he commits the foul, gives up the basket, a 3-point play actually to Michael. And now they find themselves down by 2.
Well, let's see. With Daugherty out of there, they're going to come with Nance, Elo in the ball game, Hot Rod Williams, Terrell Brandon, and of course Gerald Wilkins, who hit those big shots.
Now they'll get much smaller, obviously, with Brad sitting. Much better game, though, tonight from Brad. 25 points, the kind of game he needed. We'll see if Cleveland has enough here down the stretch to win this game without him.
The Bulls now with 4 of their starting 5 in the lineup. The only change is Williams in place of Bill Cartwright. Minute 10 left. 2-point lead for Chicago, and Nance trying to tie it up. It's going to be off of the Bulls. They have a fresh 24-second shot clock. A minute 5 left.
Thing that has worked well for Cleveland here is Terrell Brandon's ability to beat the defense off the dribble and create shots. We'll see if they'll go to that again here.
And they're going to call a timeout now. That is their final timeout. A minute 5 to go. Mark Price is coming to the ball game. 101-99 Chicago. Jordan jumps out on Mark Price. And away from the ball, Horace Grant has committed a foul. Chicago obviously didn't want that. He got tangled up with Larry Nance.
Well, that time Cleveland spread the floor very well with another shooter on the floor and Mark Price. Jordan had to come out. He couldn't lay back in there and try to get set up for the double team. That put Nance in a one-on-one situation against Grant. Forced the foul.
4th foul on Horace Grant. Nance makes it a 1-point game. And now Wilkins will come in. Brandon will leave. They got Wilkins back in because Jordan's down at the other end. They want somebody to stop him. And Cartwright comes in for Scott Williams.
Now, this tough situation for Mark Price. He's been sitting over there a long time on the bench, has not played. He's out stretching now, trying to loosen up. He will be called on here to guard B.J. Armstrong up the floor.
That's for the tie as Nance has hit all 4 of his shots from the charity line. Less than a minute. Jordan with 10 seconds on the shot clock. I think Wilkins got a piece of it. Wilkins with excellent defense.
Good job defensively. Gerald Wilkins has played tremendously well on both ends of the floor.
And Cleveland now with a deadlocked at 101. Runs into all kinds of problems. Elo comes up with it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Elo not there. Jordan saves it to Grant. Timeout, Chicago. 18.5 left. You know, I was talking about 1989. First round, the buzzer coming, and Michael Jordan with Craig Elo trying to track him down. Hits it, and Chicago advanced.
You just don't want that to happen. As I say, it's
happening. Who's that guy, by the way?
And who is that with all the hair?
Oh, Doug Collins excited as well. He should be. Of course, Michael's had a career high against these guys, too. He had 69 points against Cleveland in 1990.
I just think if Michael gets in the one-on-one situation, and you just know he is, you just have to come with a strong, aggressive double team. Force him to give it up. Now, the real question for Cleveland right now is who do you leave to come to double team?
Here we go. You see the time remaining. It's deadlocked at 101.
Good job, Gerald Wilkins. Well, you just have to come. You just have to come.
2.5 seconds. Jordan again.
And you just have to come.
He done it again. Almost from the same spot.
Well, you know, you don't take the ball out of his hands. You give you a chance. Give a chance for things like that to happen.
He is amazing.
I just think you have to take the ball out of the guy's hand. This has happened far too many times.
This series has ended on another remarkable effort by Michael Jordan. At the buzzer.
I mean, he just stands there. Cleveland stays back. They don't run anyone at him to force him to give it up. You give him this much time, and this is what's going to happen.
103-101 Chicago, and now they head on to the Eastern Conference Final. And Michael Jordan, just before you hit that shot, we showed your shot in 1969.
Well, you know, I had that opportunity. I got to give Gerald Wilkins some credit. You know, he played a hell of a defensive play on me. He made me take a tough shot. You know, I made the tough shot. You know, we won the last shot, and fortunately, it went down for me.
Well, let's look at it again. 31 points, Michael. You had 24 in the second half. Let's look at it once again.
Well, he knocks the ball away right here, which kind of knocks my rhythm off, and then I just had to back him up, and I saw a hot rod coming, and you know, I knew I had 3 seconds and I had to get a shot off.
Michael, I said before the play even developed, everyone, of course, knew it was going to go to you. I said you have to come over, force Michael to give the ball up. Once again, they didn't do that. They give you the chance to win the game again.
Well, I was very surprised that they, you know, once I got the ball, it was 7 seconds. They didn't send someone over to double team me. And it gave me some room to work. And by the time they sent a second guy over there, you know, I had the room for the shot.
Well, Michael, you said, I want to take care of business. I want to end this thing, get healthy, and get ready for the final. Will you accomplish that?
Well, you know, it was a good win for us. You know, we really squandered away a lot of opportunities early, but we stayed in there. We hung in there defensively. We got back into the ball game, and you got to give everyone credit, not just myself, but the team. We really have been playing good basketball up to this point.
Well, the last 2 games, you started kind of tentatively with that wrist. But
yeah.
As the game wears on, you seem to get it all back together.
I'm having a tough time getting it loose early. You know, I'm thinking about it more than I want to. And finally, in the second half, I just let it go, you know. And you know, I got to get healthy so I don't think about it in the first half. I got to get out of the blocks quicker.
Now, Michael, I know you haven't had a chance to think about this, but you look to the next round. The Knicks and Charlotte in a very tough series. Which of those 2 teams would you rather play against? I think I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you.
Well, I think most people would pick the Charlotte Hornets, but you know, I think that the challenge is there with the Knicks, and we look forward to the challenge. It's not going to be easy. You know, they got the home court advantage. They got a very talented team. And for some reason, I'm a challenger, and I like to go against the best competition. And certainly the Knicks, I think, is going to win that series, and we look forward to it.
You know, I thought it was interesting in hearing your preparation for this series. You say every game now you look for challenges. You took Gerald Wilkins upon his word in the first game, had 43. You wanted everyone else to get involved in game 2. It seems every game you do something differently. What is your motivation for this next series?
Well, the next series is to try to win one in New York. We know that they were a very strong defensive team, and we're going to have to move the ball quite a bit to make their defense work, and certainly keep Oakley and Mason off the boards and contain Ewing as much as possible.
Well, you guys haven't lost yet in the playoffs.
Well, we're playing good, and you know, we just got to take it game by game.
Michael, thanks for coming over.
Thank you.
All right.